Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, kick back.
Welcome to the Nightcap. I'm Carolina Sanchez, and we have a fun evening in store full of wine, cheese, and cheaters. But before we indulge, we're actually going to talk about all these cheating scandals you're not thinking about, because it's not relationships, baby. It's sports. All right, we're not talking about Lance Armstrong. We're not talking about the Astros. Absolutely not. And we're not talking about Uno, because Uno doesn't even know the rules. But to break down these obscure sports, I brought my friend, comedian Tadarian, to talk about these very weird cheating scandals. Did you hear about this chess player who actually hid something up his butt? Allegedly.
Yeah, but do we know for a fact that he could feel it inside his butt? It could have been loose. That's all I'm saying. It could have been loose.
I mean, apparently it was like a vibrating, anal bead or something of the nature. There's no way he didn't feel. How is that loose?
Yeah, but it sounded like he wanted to feel a little something while he was winning.
I mean, how do you feel about it, though? Is it weird?
Yeah, I mean, for a man to have anything up his butt is weird. So to go to that extreme, come on.
Come on. It is 2022, baby. Men can have things in their butts.
So did he win after all, or did he get caught?
So, yeah, he actually replaced the Grand Master in this last competition of September, and now he's getting scanned on his butt.
Oh, that's how they doing it, okay. So he kind of had a rectum dysfunction. If that makes sense.
A rectum dysfunction. Not erectile dysfunction, but a rectum dysfunction.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd have went that far to win something. I don't know.
Okay, so then there's these fishermen, because now there's a fishing competition where they win $20,000, and they're putting weights and fish fillets in the fish in order to win.
So something was fishy going on, basically.
Some fishy going on for sure.
I heard about that. I heard about the guys. It was very mad too. When white people get mad, hey, the world might stop. So I seen that. Those guys was pretty disappointed that they was trying to win fair and square, and the other guys would put weights in the fishes. And then,
yeah. I mean, it looked fishy. I mean, they were saying that it was a certain amount of weight. The fish weren't as big.
Okay.
So then they cut it open, and they find weights, and they have frozen fish fillets inside. I'd be pissed.
I think cheating in sports is never okay, and I think that if you do it, you should be penalized for it. But also, that's a lot of money by any means necessary.
Oh, okay. So in that case,
seven figures, yeah.
So then you would?
Yeah. Just not up the anal.
Not up the anal.
Not up the anal.
No, but we would go to other extremes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like Monopoly.
Love Monopoly.
You've taken some money. We're talking big bucks in Monopoly.
Yeah, we are. It sounds like you like to cheat doing.
I mean, in Monopoly, come on, we got Monopoly money. You playing the.
I'm just catching this whole vibe that you're not mad at the people for cheating, for trying to win. I just feel like, let me find out, Carolina.
I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, obviously these are such obscure sports, and I'm not dedicating my life to chess. I'm not dedicating my life to fishing. I don't want to say it's all good until you get caught, because I don't feel that way. But it's just.
I do what I have to do to get to where I need to go. But if you get caught, that's when it's bad,
Yeah.
But you remember when Tiger Woods was cheating? He was doing good when he was cheating, and then when he got caught cheating, he started sucking for a long time. So
Tiger Woods was cheating?
Yeah, back in the day. Remember he was cheating on his girl?
With women?
Yeah.
What? I thought you were dropping a scandal about golf here. I was like, Tiger Woods?
No, he was just good fair and square, but when he was actually cheating on his spouse, he was actually winning.
Actually overperforming and winning.
Right.
So cheating is good in some senses for sports.
I mean, hey, that's what helps sometimes.
Okay, is there any difference between cheating in sports and cheating in a relationship?
First off, cheating is cheating. So let's just put that there. If you go to the definition, cheating is cheating, whether it's on a person or things. And no, I don't think it's any difference. You're trying to do what you gotta do to make yourself happy. It's all about making yourself happy. So when people cheat, it's not about the other person or the other things. It was about making, being happy. So those guys that put the weights in the fishes,
they're trying to be happy.
They was thinking about, hey, you know what? People are hungry, so let me go ahead and speed up the competition. So let me add some weight so we can go ahead and win and get this over with. Because what if your fish weighed the same amount as my fish, but I put these weights in here, gave it a little edge, we won. Now we can get these fishes to H-E-B, Kroger's, and all the other stores, and now everybody can eat.
No. They're definitely not thinking holistic for everybody. Absolutely not. I do not accept this theory.
Oh, my goodness.
I do not accept this. But now you got me hungry.
Hey.
And we're expecting the chatty mouse over here, so we're going to wait for her to come over so we can indulge in some cheese. But what do you have to have with the cheese? Some wine, baby. And we've got the master sommelier in the building to break it all down.
Missed out on the Nightcap? Well, head on over to our YouTube page and catch up with Carolina.
You can watch full episodes anytime you want. And don't forget to share it with your friends, because we got to keep the conversation flowing.
So this one is not gonna hurt as much as this one.
Watch The Nightcap at 11:30 on Fox 26 and anytime on Fox Soul. Welcome back to The Nightcap. I'm behind the bar now with my friend Jack Mason, who is a master sommelier. And with him, we're gonna back that glass up, baby. Come on, it's fun, it's fun.
Yeah, it's great.
So I actually love wine, so I'm very happy that you're here. And I feel like I know what I like, but I can't tell you the difference between Merlots or Chardonnays.
For sure.
So how did you even dive into this?
Well, you know, it started at a young age for me. I was going to culinary school up in New York, and I wasn't even 21 yet, but part of the curriculum is this very intensive wines class. And everyone like freaks out because, you know, you're there for trade, cooking, that sort. It's very heady and studying and all that. And I just fell in deep, deep love. Like the interaction of food and wine and geography and history, and just there's so much to know.
Yeah.
And when you start learning more, you realize how much little you know. You know, it just keeps going and going and going. And so that's what really drew me in. The other thing is, like, I like being more in the front of house of the restaurant, getting to see the magic happen versus being back in the kitchen where you're making the magic, but you don't necessarily get to play in the guest experience. And so that was the other big piece that drew me more towards wine.
So you actually like people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Some.
So, all right, I hope you like me by the end of this. Yeah, because my best friend's sister, she like became a sommelier, and I was like, oh, like this is something I can do. I know her. How complicated is it?
Yeah, I mean, the more you dive in, it just the rabbit holes that expand, and it truthfully is it's a Rolodex of experiences and tastes that you go back to and can reference, and then think about the foods that you're eating and comparing the two. That makes it a lot of fun, but yeah, it takes a long time. It took me 7 years to get through the MS exam, so it's a very long
talk to us
journey.
about it. For those who don't even know what a sommelier is, like there are levels to this. Right.
Yeah, so I mean, sommelier is similar to chef. It's a role in a restaurant, so it's a position that you hold. But it's also, there are accreditations. One of them is through the Court of Master Sommeliers, which is the route that I took, much more service oriented. And there's 4 levels: intro, certified, advanced, and then master sommelier.
So. Master. I'll dust the shows up for you. All right, but you brought some wine for us. So what you got?
So I brought a couple of my favorite things and new cool stuff that has made its way to Texas. The first is champagne. I have a deep love of champagne.
Oh, I got the wrong glasses, baby.
Oh no, you didn't. Flutes? No, we're done with the flute.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What do you mean?
So
what are you telling me right now?
Why invest in a category of glass that you're going to only use for one beverage ever, right? How often do you use flutes at home?
Wow.
Yeah. So white wine glasses are actually better to experience champagne as a wine. These are beautiful to watch the bubbles go up and up the glass.
So this is all for show.
It's for show. Yeah.
So I'm wasting my money when I get a flute.
Yeah, and a lot of the reality of champagne today is these are wines, and they're meant to be experienced in their own way, just like you would a Chardonnay, a Pinot Noir, that sort of thing.
All right, let's experience that, baby. Okay,
exactly.
well, damn, my bad, I didn't know.
So
we learned something new today.
We're going to start off with a grower producer. So most champagne that hits the market is what's called a negociant. And so what they're doing is they're sourcing wine, they're sourcing grapes, and then they're blending it together. But a grower, they actually own their vineyards and make their wine. And so they have complete control over the whole process. Generally, the price point is a little bit softer with grower producers too, which is amazing. So this is René Geoffroy, and it doesn't look like it, but this is mostly red grapes. This is Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier, 90%, and then 10% of it is actually Chardonnay. So,
all right, what am I going to be smelling here? Or what's the proper way? You know, people make up a whole bunch of
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, you know, if this was a still wine, we'd like look at it, but you know, we're looking at, it's got a good perlage. There's some bubbles in the glass, which is great. But when we're smelling, we're looking for fruit, non-fruit, earth, and if there's any oak usage on the wine. So when you smell it, we like to talk about trying to find 3 fruits. So here, this being a lot of red grapes, there are a lot of red-oriented fruit profiles here, right? Like cranberry and cherry and green apple and red apple. There's also some pear.
Apricot is what I'm getting.
A little stone fruit, okay. And then you also can get, you know, things like lemon curd and citrus and that sort.
Lemon curd and citrus. Okay, so then after you smell it, what goes down?
So then we'll taste it, okay?
How much? Is that how you do? That's good.
So here's a point. This is true champagne. So it comes from the Champagne region of France. All other wines that come that are sparkling are called sparkling wines. For it truly to be champagne,
It has to be from Champagne,
has
France.
to be from that.
So that Prosecco that you guys are buying, you're saying, oh, I got champagne, baby. No, if it's not from Champagne, France, it's not champagne.
Right, and there's a reason that it is so protected because it's a unique terroir. It's very far north. It's very cool. So you feel that acidity. Your mouth is starting to water. That being so far north, these grapes barely get ripe and they can retain a lot of acidity. It makes it a very refreshing beverage.
So should you only do one sip or should you do two? Like what's
So I generally like to, if we were doing an exam and wanting to like really analyze and talk through the wine, get some wine on your palate. It kind of helps set and create a basis, and then take another sip. And then from there, you're going to start to taste even more depth and layers and all those sorts of things.
and things that go well with, oh, she's here, the
here?
Chatty Mouse, baby. It's perfect to go with all this wine you're pouring up. Hey, Christina. We're going to get into this cheese right when we come back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been keeping it quite fancy here tonight with our wine, and now we've got our cheese, baby. Joining us on the couch is the Chatty Mouse, Christina Artema. You guys know Tadarian. You've met Jack, but you've got this beautiful spread.
Yes.
What do you bring?
So if you love a wonderful array of cheeses, I am your girl. So let me explain a little bit.
Yeah.
First, we have our brie, creamy brie, some Merlot infused hard cheese. Continuing on with the hard cheeses, we have our Manchego, some Havarti, also creamy, and then finishing off with our Gouda.
And if I want this spread, like, am I bringing this because I've got a bunch of people over? Like, who's contracting you for this?
Yes. So more and more, it's actually companies.
Oh.
Big old companies.
Yeah,
I'd
the
love to
company
drop
party.
some names here and there. We'll keep to ourselves this time. But big companies are hiring us. We are more busy Monday through Thursday than we are Friday, Saturday, Sunday as it initially
Wow.
started. So it's been really cool. But if you're hanging out here with us and you're like, you know what, I don't want to do anything. I want to just have the Chatty Mouse take care of us. Boom, you order 10 hours before and we're there.
10 hours. Oh,
10
that's
hours.
great. Mm-hmm. Same day. I like that term.
Same
And
day.
it goes perfect with wine, right?
Oh no.
Jack,
I'm
would
just
you?
kidding.
Jack's like, no, absolutely not. Yes, please.
Yes,
I'm
it
kidding.
does. Well, I think we should maybe try some wine and some cheese.
Yeah,
What do you
actually, we've
think?
got empty glasses around here. Oh, wait, I still have some champagne. Do I got to go rinse this out?
Well, I will. No, you don't have to rinse it out. It's actually better to have some wine in your glass. Give it a little rinse. There might be some residual soap and other things in your glass. So having some wine in there before makes the next wine better.
What?
Yeah.
You done changed my life right now.
Also saves a lot of dishes. Right?
Preach, baby.
So this is a really cool special wine. This Chardonnay and Oregon don't necessarily ring a bell for most people. You think Pinot Noir, but Chardonnay is really starting to take off. And you think about grapes that grow together in similar regions of the world, Burgundy. Chardonnay is the main white grape of Burgundy, and Pinot Noir is the main red grape of Burgundy. Oregon has used that parallel for their Pinot Noirs, and now we're seeing that in the Chardonnays.
I love
These
that
wines
it's
are
here
absolutely
in Oregon.
amazing.
Wow.
I wouldn't think about it. Okay, I'm going to make this up, but I'm smelling some earthy stuff. Y'all better be
mouth
drinking
is
too. Y'all better get your glasses.
Get some.
We want
what do we do?
opinions. I want
You-
honest opinions here.
So yeah, so this is an example where we look at it, make sure it's not brown, and it's a good wine, and then you take a sniff.
Wait, what if it is brown?
So what's crazy is, white wines, as they age and get more oxidized, they'll actually develop color. And so if this was brown, you'd probably be an indicator that it's not good. And so that would be your first indicator to be like, I don't know if I want to drink
And
that.
what does not good mean? Like it doesn't taste good?
Yeah,
like
so
rancid?
oxidation is what happens when it's exposed to the air, but really slow oxidation is aging, and it's a good thing. Really rapid, quick is very bad, and it will make it taste like butterscotch and toasted almonds and all these sorts of things that necessarily don't taste super.
I was going to say, I
refreshing.
love butterscotch and toasted almonds, but yeah, probably not in the wine. All right, but I got
Let's
to
try
dig
this.
into some of this too.
So I see everybody has
Ooh.
have the glasses like this. Is that wine etiquette? Because I felt more fancy like this.
Yeah. So two things. One, your hand is actually now warming the wine, okay? So that's one reason you hold it by the stem. The other thing is you might have just washed your hands or put some lotion on, very aromatic. And so you're trying to keep your hand away from the aromas of the wine.
Wow, so many steps,
so
so
many
much
lessons.
like the nuances. And now I'm learning.
Came to like a fun class.
Okay, but like when you spin it around, I was told like there's like little stems, the little legs.
Yeah, the
Is that a
legs.
thing?
So yeah, they're not necessarily indicators of quality, which a lot of people would say. It really is an indicator if there's sugar in the wine, if there's high alcohol in the wine, and so it's not really a judge of quality. It's just
Okay, but I love both of those things. So which of those tells me what?
so the thicker, the longer they take to set up, and the longer they take to drip, it could be either high sugar or high alcohol. There's another piece called glycerol, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, glycerol. Like, what are we talking about there? I am a fan of this one.
So this is a wine that is New World, so it's more fruit driven, less minerality, less earth, but there's some minerality here, right? And there's some showing where it came from, and that's for me a hallmark of a really great wine. It tells a story of where it came from. You have an identity in the wine, so.
Yeah. All right, well, we're kicking back this wine, but I need some of this
do
cheese,
it. Let's
girl.
do
What
it.
you
So-
got for us? Oh, she needed a little bit more,
yeah,
bit more
just a
before
little
she
more.
could get into it. Liquid courage.
Some liquid courage for that cheese. So I would pair this with some Gouda.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because of the smoky richness and creaminess.
right, absolutely. You know, matching wine and cheese, you want to kind of mimic the body, the texture. Also, you have acidity in wine. Acidity cuts through fat, and that's one of the best things that,
So perfect.
yeah.
When's the last time you had a wine and cheese party? This sounds like the best.
Let's try some.
Right. Like, so Darian and I are just here to indulge, baby. Y'all can educate us all
Just gonna
night.
indulge into the cheating cheese wines.
Cheating, cheese, and wine.
So grab your own little toothpick,
Okay,
little
Okay.
food pick,
here we go.
and
I'm just going
then
to go for it. Is that okay?
go
Is
for
that-
it.
is
Yes.
that legal?
No,
That
please,
is
go for it.
so
That
unsanitary.
is very French of you.
Yeah,
So-
and he just came back from Bordeaux.
Yeah, he got
The
picked up their
castles,
habit.
the chateaux.
So grab your piece of cheese as you enjoy it, and you let those like fatty notes also hit your taste buds. You can mix it up with the wine, and it essentially does kind of what lemon curd would do for you. So its acidity in the lemon curd also kind of balances out the fatty taste of the cheese. So it's really nice, especially for like kids or people who don't drink. When you pair it with different things that kind of, like I said, balances, it's really nice. Kind of like grapes as well. So if you're, but we like to take
Grapes.
the wine route.
We like to squeeze grapes and ferment them.
Yeah, that's what we like. So enjoy.
Grapes in all formats. I mean, I love brie. I mean, I love all cheese, if I'm being honest.
It's so good.
What about you, Darian?
Did you like it?
Are you not a fan of brie?
No, I'm loving it.
You loving it? You
I'm
looking
feeling
You don't
fancy
look like
right
you-
now.
Oh, you're feeling so
I'm just feeling
fancy.
fancy right now. I got cheese and wine, ladies, guys. Oh, we're feeling good right now.
Yeah, we're feeling great.
Yeah, we have a friend who just came from France.
Yeah.
So what were you doing in France?
So basically, we go and visit a lot of the producers that we represent here in Texas. So we get to go see their vineyards, see their production methods, and better understand how to tell their story.
Are you basically just sipping wine all freaking day?
Well, of course, that's part of it.
God, I got the wrong job, folks. I got the wrong job. But you and Chatty Mouse, like, this is a perfect dynamic duo.
Yeah,
100%.
we have a perfect excuse. 24/7. I'm working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We need to find an excuse.
I know. Instead, we're talking about cheaters.
Yeah.
Is there any cheating going on in the wine world or the cheese world?
We were kidding, but maybe leave it to the Italians. They'll do a little bit of
What happened
everything.
with the Italians? What's wrong with the Italians?
Nothing's wrong with the Italians. That's why they get away with everything.
yeah.
Cheese, cheating, and wine.
Oh my God, this is Italian. The Italians are
CCW.
doing too much. All right, we're gonna keep indulging, but you stay right there, and maybe you go grab a snack too, and join us when we come back. We've been indulging in some cheese and wine, but before we go, how do y'all feel about cheating? No, absolutely not. In all senses, games and relationships. Oh, Chatty Mouse is making a face. What?
I am a little competitive here and there, so when it comes to board games, you gotta do what you gotta do to be on top.
Okay, there we go. I love it. Yeah, I mean, Monopoly, you gotta play banker. You get a little hundreds here and there.
The people
dirty.
the people that say they don't are lying.
Look at y'all trying to find a loophole in the cheating.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, you were very hypocritical. You said if you gotta come out on top, you gotta come out on top.
It sounded good.
It's all for what it sounds like. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed your night here with us with some cheese and wine. You already know where to go if you want some cheese. And for that knowledge, Jack's got it. We're here every night, Monday through Friday at 11:30 p.m. on Fox 26 and, of course, on Fox Soul. Cheers to you. Go get some cheese and wine, baby. But don't be cheating, unless it's a board game.
Missed out on the nightcap? Well, head on over to our YouTube page and catch up with Carolina.
You can watch full episodes anytime you want. And don't forget to share it with your friends, because we got to keep the conversation flowing.
So this one is not going to hurt as much as this one.
Watch the nightcap at 11:30 on Fox 26 and anytime on Fox Soul.